This is not our war. We will not be drawn into the conflict. Because this is not our war, and we are not going to be dragged into it.
I didn't realise that using British jet fighters to shoot down missiles is the literal meaning of absolutely not involved in a war. I'll have to check my English. Words must mean different things in posh schools. According to the Prime Minister, Britain is absolutely not involved in the Iran war. Let's fact check it, shall we? Britain's first military imaging satellite, launched 2024, named Tyche. The MOD won't say what it was doing over Iran. And there's a word that Starmer keeps using about Britain's role in this war. We'll get to these, but first of all, let's see exactly what not a war looks like in practice. American planes take off from British bases to strike Iran. That happened. British jets shooting down Iranian drones and missiles over the Middle East. That happened. Britain sharing intelligence with the US on a 24/7 basis during an active shooting war with Iran. Also happening. The UK deploying aircraft carriers to the region. Happened. And the bit nobody covered, the MOD's own satellite Tyche passing over Iranian military targets just before they were attacked. 1,000,000% happened.
What if the Prime Minister insists we help them?
Then we follow the four-stage strategy.
What's that?
A standard Foreign Office response in a time of crisis. In stage one, we say nothing is going to happen.
Stage 2, we say something may be going to happen, but we should do nothing about it.
In stage 3, we say that maybe we should do something about it, but there's nothing we can do.
Stage 4, we say maybe there was something we could have done, but it's too late now.
A Parliamentary Defence Committee, given a secret briefing on the UK's actual role in the war, issued a statement finding, and I'm quoting directly, considerable gap between some of the political rhetoric circulating internationally and the reality of the UK's support to the United States and regional partners. Considerable gap.
You are at peace while we are actually at war.
With respect, I'm clearing up the mess that I inherited from the last government. And
I dare say Winston Churchill had a bit of mess to clear up from the previous government.
Now, if at this point you're thinking, finally, someone's asking the question everyone in old Teleland media is avoiding, then this channel's for you. If you'd prefer the BBC News version of this story, however, then please don't subscribe. I'll only disappoint. Now, Keir Starmer isn't stupid. He knows exactly what Britain's doing in this not our war. And he has a word for it. Every single time he's asked about Britain's role, defensive. British jets shooting down missiles, defensive. American fighter jets setting off from British bases, defensive. Attacking another country, defensive. Okay, that last one's mine, but so what?
Yes, of course, we will defend British lives and British interests in the region, and we'll stand by our allies in the Gulf region.
That has to be the best passive-aggressive statement any politician has ever made. Oh no, wait, hang on.
This is not an endless war. This is a gateway to peace. It's the exact opposite of what people are saying.
And now a quick word from our sponsor. And don't skip it, I'll know. No, I really will, because I look at the analytics and it shows me when people oh, never mind.
This week's episode is brought to you by Defensive. Defensive is Britain's leading geopolitical language management consultancy. Are you a Prime Minister who needs to be in a war without being in a war? Defensive can help. Our flagship product, the Adjective, transforms any military action into a measured, proportionate, legally defensible response. Defensive. Established whatever date suits your narrative.
So look, here's what none of the legacy media news is saying out loud. Britain is in this war. Britain cannot not be in this war. This special relationship between the US and the UK isn't something that just happened on a Tuesday morning. This relationship goes back to World War II, the intelligence sharing, the Five Eyes network, GCHQ. Starmer, you don't get to say, not our war. You can try to call it defensive all you like, but we all know it's offensive. And yes, we do know the difference between those two prefixes. And no, we don't need to go to a posh school to know it. And while we've been debating the defensive-offensive fiasco, here's what not our war actually costs. Starmer has told Britons that they might need to change what they buy in the supermarket. What he's not telling you is just how serious the food fertiliser crisis is because of all this. It might not be our war, but it will be your dinner. And there's one more thing. Britain's next military satellite, Skynet 6A, is scheduled for launch in 2027. Yep, I know, it's actually called Skynet. And for those of you that can see the terrifying irony of this, please drop me a comment, I'd love to know your thoughts. Just remember this, the UK launched the satellite way before the war began in 2024, and it's hovered over Iran multiple times since 2025. Declassified UK analysed the satellite's orbital data as it's open source and publicly available. Makes sense. Anyway, what they found was this. The number of passes over Iran spiked from 12 in April last year to 50 in June. But remember, it's not the satellite's fault, AI driven or not, it's just following orders. Well, for as long as Skynet bots follow orders, that is. But hey, why worry about that?
I don't know how much longer I can hold this.
Keir Starmer says this isn't Britain's war. The satellite disagrees, and I don't think I'm going to argue with an AI military machine made by a company called Skynet. Sleep well.